This piece, Witch's Brew, is my own composition. I wrote it as a set of pieces for Halloween called Creepy Sweet. As you can hear, there are some spooky resonances, and I've intentionally worked in the idea of parts of the hand holding a chord while the other fingers are independent and do their own thing, which is an example of our three-hand problem. Here's our third hand in the middle. We're kind of doing opposite things. The middle notes are held and the outer notes are independent. You'll also notice that there's a lot of experimenting with resonances. Even though I play these notes at the beginning, it's really interesting to get students to listen to how playing these outer notes affects this chord that you're holding even though you're not doing anything with it. There's sort of a swell after you've played the outer notes. And later on, what I've done is I've introduced Sostenuto pedals. Students love to learn about pedals, and so this piece uses the middle pedal on the piano. So here's the third phrase that ends on this chord. You grab it in the Sostenuto pedal, and then these notes are separate from it. So unlike the sustaining pedal, which would hold everything, only these notes are held in the Sostenuto pedal, and these notes function as normal. But there again, you can hear the resonance of the held chord just because I'm playing notes that have sympathetic resonances. What that means is this chord that I'm holding are these notes: A flat, F, D, B, A flat from top to bottom. And the notes that I play after I've held it in the pedal are the same ones. So these strings start to die away, but then they're excited again because I'm playing the same notes, just in an octave displacement. So that's really fun for students to work on. You'll also notice the notes that I spelled out for you create a diminished seventh chord. And so each end of a phrase uses a different diminished seventh chord. The series generally uses these kinds of symmetrical patterns, not just Witch's Brew, but other pieces. So if you play a chromatic scale, they're all half steps. If you play a whole tone scale, they're all whole steps. And then the next interval would be minor thirds, which gives you your diminished seventh chord. And this piece also uses a lot of major thirds. If you create them in a symmetrical pattern, major thirds stacked on top of one another, you get an augmented triad. These are usually the sonorities that we use to create spooky sounding music. So it's also a theoretical lesson as you explore this piece. So I hope you enjoy it.